The scriptures and the messages that are brought by the prophets are meant to wake people up, right? They're meant to be the things that make you remember God. But it's not just those extraordinary things. It's not just prophets and revelations that should make you remember, right? It's also signs. The Quran talks all the time about signs. The signs of God, right? That you have to believe in the signs. You have to see the signs. Right? That God puts signs all around human beings for them to know and for them to understand. And what are those signs? This is one or two passages from the Quran that in many ways are meant to show this particular idea. As I said, the word ayat or signs is also used as the word to mean verses of the Quran. So this verse says, "We shall show them our signs upon the horizons and within themselves, till it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Does it not suffice that thy Lord is witness over all things?" Right? So the signs are not just the verses of the Quran. They're not just revelation. They're things that you see all around you, on the horizons and in yourself. Everything that you see should point you in the direction of God, right? So, and then it says here, "And say, praise be to God, he will show you his signs and you will know them." And I've underlined "know" because it's this word that's used there. It's not this one, it's this one. When he shows you his signs, you will recognize them. He shows you his signs, you will know them, you will realize them, you will understand somehow that they are the truth. Right? So what are these signs exactly that you see on the horizon? This is one example. And I have many examples. I think I have 4 here examples, but this is 4 out of probably 100 that you could find of very similar nature in the Quran. "And he it is who spread out the earth and placed therein firm mountains and streams and every kind of fruit. Of every kind of fruit he placed therein 2 kinds. He causes the night to cover the day. Truly in that are signs for a people who reflect." There are always signs for someone. That's why I underlined it here. It's a sign for people who reflect, for people who actually take the time to stop and think about something. Right? So what are the signs here? Nature itself, the natural world that you see around you. Right? It's not just, the word signs, as I said, can also be used for miracles, right? When Moses brings miracles, these are signs that he brings. But the Quran makes the point, you don't need supernatural things to point you in the direction of God. Just look at the things around you. Just look at the natural world. Those in and of themselves are signs. Right? The regularity, the usefulness, the beauty, the extraordinariness, just of the things you see every day, if you're willing to look hard enough, are by themselves signs of God. Again, another interesting argument that Abraham makes. Abraham is described as someone to whom God gave his argument, and Abraham argues throughout the Quran. It's quite interesting. He does also in the biblical text. But at one point, it's said that he encountered a tyrannical king, and Abraham said to him, "Well, my God, gives life and causes death." And the king says, "Oh, I give life and cause death too, right? I can drag some poor guy out here and chop off his head, right? I'm the king." And Abraham says, "Well, my God makes the sun rise from the east, so why don't you make it rise from the west?" Right? And then it sort of ends the argument. The idea being that your very helplessness over even the ordinary things you see is a kind of by itself reminder if you are willing to reflect.